Hello folks, and welcome to my latest video. I thought for some time to make a video like this, and finally I got time and some experience from the game, so I would like to share it with you. And the biggest question when you start Lineage 2M is what class to pick, what character to create. So in Lineage 2, classes are not something like you have imagined you had played before in our MMORPG games. So there is no real customization to your character. You just pick what is available for you. Having in mind that during the course of time and your class path, you will eventually progress and change your appearance. So you don't customize head, hair or anything. You just pick character to begin with, and that is a preset they have for you. So what would be your first class? My first class was, as you see, Elven Knight. It's a melee fighter, and I had a lot of difficulties progressing through certain main quests in the storyline. After which I switched to range character, and that is Elven Archer. It was a bit easier, but at one point I had to buy a lot of arrows, health potions to keep me going. So after some time I realized, and seeing other people play it, that definitely the best class to begin with and to farm with, and that will be the 90% of your time when playing Lineage 2M, is healer. That is definitely a best class for this game. Why? Because it has a auto heal skill which heals him, so you won't be spending any money or Adena, which is game currency, for health potions. You will heal yourself with just your skill and mana. So to begin with, I would highly recommend to choose a healer. So which healer? Well, there are human, elf, dark elf and dwarf. I would recommend to invest into dark elf. And the reason for that is because healers, although they heal and can survive long enough for days in AFK mode, you just leave them to grind, they lack firing power, they lack killing power. So as your class progresses and you reach level 40, you unlock some bonus skills, and bonus skills for Dark Elf is Aura Flash. What does this mean, Awakened Aura Flash? It means that it decreases consumption cost, and that is, it halves the cost of the mana consumption it uses to cast this skill, and this skill will be your main attack for this character. So it's better to pick this card and let it level up naturally and gain the ability to, after you buy this skill book, of course, it will not consume as much as mana as you would need with other classes, but rather half of it. So for starter class I would definitely recommend Dark Elf. My third character was Rogue, but as Lineage would have it, with this system of class cards which you can win, buy or get free by fusing, you can gain access to some more advanced classes or cards. So I was lucky enough to get Grand Shillien Saint by fusing class cards, and he has a bit of faster attack speed and cast speed by 5% in comparison to regular Shillien Saint you will get from your class path. So that will be your main character to gain currency, to gain items, and to progress a bit easier. You can always grind items that you can use for your other characters. In Lineage 2M you get access to 3 free spots to create 3 characters. You can begin with healer and progress to 2 other classes you wish to have fun with. I would recommend second to be an archer, and you can go with Elven archer, or you can go with Orc archer. As you can see, some classes have 3 awakened skills after you unlock them, which will always have some bonus attributes, which is nice. For my second character, I picked Elven archer, and I gain access to this Scouter stance. It increases extra cast speed and increases extra movement speed, so only by casting this skill you are able to move faster and attack faster, which is very good for a range attack character, and enemies will not even have a time or chance to attack you, so you can grind better. And of course for third class you can pick whatever you want, whatever you like, and I see most people who play melee characters go with Lancer, and the reason for that is because it has a great AoE ability. It can attack multiple enemies. You do this by picking attack mode, and the best skills that I see them using is this lightning strike, which you can see with this orc. He has a decreased cost of casting it, which is great. So maybe investing in orc as your lancer. So next thing I would comment or talk about is your main attributes. So these are the attributes you get from your character. All melee fighters use strength, and second would be agility, which would increase your attack speed, your accuracy, your evasion, etc. While strength is your main attack, as you can see. For archers, it's definitely dexterity. So they mostly benefit from dexterity, and they're the only characters which I know of that use dexterity as their main attribute to deal range damage. As for the healers or mages, they go with intelligence and wisdom. So for my healer, I boosted intelligence until I maxed it out at level 50, I believe, and now I invest into wisdom, which helps me to regenerate mana faster, it boosts my skill resistance, and so on. Another thing to mention about healers is that you have access to intelligence and you boost wisdom, but also mages use those skills as well. So even if you start with a healer, you can choose a mage if you have a card, and if you have a weapon, of course, you can cast your spells using the same attributes healer uses. So if you would like to experiment a bit, have a little fun with AoE attacks, you can do that. You don't need to reset your skills, you can just switch cards on the fly. So, how do you determine your skills? As you progress, you can buy the green skills, here, which I have. You can buy them from the NPCs. Later on, it will be a bit difficult to gain blue skill books. You can buy them off the trade market. You can try to craft them, or you can buy them with special currency from the clan merchant. So here you can see skills I have with my rogue. This is a card I got from the event. It was an event daily rewarded, which gave a red card option at the end of the event, and I was lucky enough to get this rogue. And I'm just trying it out now, seeing how it behaves. See, I have 2 awakened skills for her. And I believe currently I can buy one of those for this currency. I just need about 7 million, I believe. So that is my next goal, and I would like to see how it behaves in combat. So far I'm tracking her skill resistance, which is very important to have if you are a melee fighter, and defense. Defense you boost from your gear, so by using heavy armor and boosting it to +4, +5 and more, you get better defense. Skill resistance on the other hand is gained from certain pieces of armor, like this cloak, or by enhancing some jewelry you have. So those are the stats you would like to increase and to gain strength. So I believe for starter I hope really that I gave you some insight into what to pick. You won't make a mistake if you start with a healer and go from there. Figure it on your own. I gained this Grand Eva Saint, and as soon as I got this card I started to play as a healer. It was really fun until I reached level 40 or so, but then I saw that I cannot go head to toe with difficult monsters. So after fusing some cards I gained access to Grand Shillien Elder, which had this awakened aura flash, and so as the chance allowed it I bought it from the market, and now I'm really satisfied with this character. I can leave him in very hard zones where he can farm, and I just leave him for a whole day to farm, like locations like these dungeons, Entrance Lair for example, which is a really hard dungeon. You can survive there, and why not? You can harvest currency, you can harvest items, and I can later distribute them to my other characters or keep them for myself. So that would be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, I hope you liked it. Please, if you're new, subscribe, leave a comment and a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. So if you are liking this one, I can continue and make some more of them. I can make about other mechanics in the game, what would be next, about your companions, Agatha, about Codex, very important, and so forth. So take care and have a good day.